good stuff right there. Folks, I have my friend Mr. Matthew Davis in the cabin today. Good to have you, buddy. I've been wanting to have you in here for quite a while, but you've been a busy guy. You're from just down the road in Murfreesboro, which is like 30 minutes away from me, but you've lived up north for the last few months. What have you been up to?
I've been going to school to study jazz at the University of Michigan.
Oh, man. Good stuff. Well, probably a lot of folks out there have heard about the jazz program there at University of Michigan, and it's cool how they're melding in some of the bluegrass influences there and seeing what you can explore and find. That's good, man. Well, one of the things that people think about when they think about jazz is, of course, improvisation.
Totally.
I get those questions more than almost anything is about how to improv. And so I want to take a chance with you today, take the chance to show people a tool that they can use to improvise better. And this little tool that we're going to present is called Loop a Lick, or the Lick Loop, or whatever it is. But we're going to take a lick that's easy to play, and we're going to learn how to loop it, create a syncopated feel with it, right? That offers you a chance to improvise maybe in a new way. So this lesson's for beginners all the way through advanced, because we're going to cover lots of stuff. If you're watching as a GoPick member here on the website, you have everything you need right here on this page. Just scroll right down. You'll see the rest of the video segments, the tabs, the MP3. If you're going to be watching this on YouTube or Facebook, you can come over, join as a GoPick member, and see lots of more lessons as well. Let's teach the folks at home how to lick some loops and up their improv game just a little bit. You want to?
Sounds good.
All right. All right, Matthew, we're going to look at a down the neck lick and an up the neck lick. The way that they differ is the down the neck lick is over 2 measures. The up the neck lick is over 1 measure, but the concepts are the same, right?
Yeah.
And then we're going to take the lick and chop a little bit off of it and then just put it back to back.
Yeah, exactly.
So why might this sound familiar to a banjo player's ears to hear these licks syncopated and stacked back to back?
Yeah, so one of the reasons this technique kind of fits into bluegrass banjo so nicely is because, we're already very used to this. It's kind of like a 3 against 4 sort of feel, and when you think about a forward roll, you have 3 fingers and you're, let's see, so you go. And so what that is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
While the guitar's going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So there's this perpetual motion.
Yeah.
3, the banjo providing 3 beats over the accompaniment providing 4 beats. And so now, whenever we're looking at doing these licks like that, we're just doing that on a bigger scale.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Cool. So let's pull up the tab so that they can see what you're playing of this first lick. And the lick is actually 2 measures long. Do you mind playing that for them?
Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Cool.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take the second half of the second measure of the lick, which is 2 beats. We're going to cut that off and then start the lick immediately right there again, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so we do have tabbed what you played over the C and the D chord too. For those of you watching here on the website, you can download the tabs and see exactly what we played in the lesson preview. But what I want to do is let them hear what it sounds like to play this lick looped by itself.
Sounds good,
Let's do a little slower. 2, ready, go.
It'll just keep going if you want it to.
It'll just keep going, and after a while, it'll land back on its feet. Which we'll see more of that as we go up the neck and deal with some shorter licks. That's really cool. And so, if you kind of get lost doing that, you could just stay there and keep looping until you fall back on your feet, right?
Yeah, that's the thing, because it's easy to kind of get into that 3 feel versus, being in a 4 feel. But the good news is you can kind of just hang on to that, and it'll almost always land perfectly if you keep it going long enough.
Cool. And so you can take all kinds of licks that you already know and just chop a beat or 2 of them off and get a rhythm track or somebody playing rhythm with you and just try to put them back to back. Let's do this for the folks before we move up the neck, and it gets a lot of fun because we look at a really bluesy lick up there. Let's play through. We won't change chords. We're just going to play the G lick there. We'll do like 4 times through the lick with with it just being square, fitting in the two measures, and then just go into the chopped version so they can hear what it sounds like back to back. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
1, 2, ready, go. So cool. That just opens the door to all kinds of things that we can explore, right?
Yeah, definitely. It kind of paves the way for you to, just kind of take, what would be kind of ordinary stuff and make it more interesting without a whole lot of effort. You can
You're not having to learn any new notes.
Yeah, you're just kind of just reshaping what you already do.
Matter of fact, you're having to play less notes.
Yeah.
You're making it easier on yourself. And then do you find that the more that you do this, the more you have intuition about how the licks are going to land in the future?
Yeah. The more you do it, the more you can kind of start to, I'm going to talk about math a little bit here, but essentially what you're doing, in your mind is kind of calculating the least common multiple between 3 and 4.
That's
and so,
right.
it'll always line up on the 12. You don't have to think about the numbers, though. You kind of just get the feel once you start doing it.
Excellent. Well, now let's go up the neck. I love that lick. Play it for us real quick. Man, that sounds really cool when we start looping it, but it works great over a 1/4 or a 5 chord, and we'll see how that works as well. Then we'll also do a video segment on more practical application of this technique to make us better improvisationalizers. Is that what the word is? Something like that. All right.
Yeah, I think that's what they teach me at school anyways, yeah.